On the toll bus, so far, yeah.
Who hasn't heard of One Direction? I have a teenage daughter.
See them and you just want to cry all the time.
Harry, Liam, Zayn, Niall, and Louis have proven they're more than a manufactured boy band by becoming global superstars seemingly overnight. Following in the footsteps of boy band legends NSYNC and Take That, these boys from the UK are making their mark in music history. From 5 individual hopeful singers taking part in Simon Cowell's British X Factor, the boys of One Direction have defied the odds and their critics by becoming the hottest boy band in the world.
If you're in the UK, you know about One Direction, but it's amazing to see them having, great success.
They're being compared to the Beatles as they were in the beginning.
The impact that 1D are having is truly amazing. And thousands, if not millions, of fans across the globe have now got the, quote, One Direction infection.
Why, baby, you light up my world like nobody else.
I think One Direction are going to be huge. They're going to be a real force to reckon with.
Out of One Direction and George Michael, who would you, out of those two?
Yes, I take One Direction. I think it would be hilarious.
You just see them and you just want to cry.
Their style is also taking the fashion world by storm, with their clean-cut looks and innocent demeanor.
I'm in Dolce. Coopers.
I think they dress really, really good. They really dress good.
I love One Direction. I don't know how you couldn't have heard of it. They're trending on Twitter.
Worldwide charts with their debut #1 single and album, One Direction have it all. Great voices, classic charm, and they're easy on the eyes. In fact, so easy, some cannot decide which member is the most striking.
I went out to dinner with Harry the night before.
I really like Niall. There's one for everybody. Well, it's all about the boy.
Join us now as a team of experts uncover why the only way is up for One Direction.
They're really cool, charming, personable kids, and really talented. So, I mean, I'm a big fan. One Direction. Yo, what up?
Unknowns in the music industry, each band member had high hopes to break through and become pop stars.
I'd say Harry was the biggest ladies' man of the group.
No doubt. Look at him, just keeping quiet now and saying.
Look at him.
Known as the cheeky, chappy member of the band, Harry Styles has made his mark as being the sexy one of the group.
The boy with the curls. I like it.
For his admiring female fans, Harry has the cute sex appeal and natural comic charisma that make him a hit with girls, both young and old.
He's cute, he's charming, he's good looking, he's got the dimples. Who wouldn't love him?
He's the youngest. Yeah, there's a history of boy bands are the youngest, isn't there? I said that at the start.
For the lads, Harry is establishing himself as the fashionista of the group, with his hairstyle trending in salons all over the world, something not seen since the days of Robbie P from the Twilight days. It's no wonder that Harry is quickly becoming the frontman of One Direction. Born on February 1st in 1994 to Mum Ann, Harry was brought up with his older sister Gemma in a sleepy village in Middle England called Holmes Chapel in Cheshire. When Harry was 7 years old, his parents split up, a time that Harry recalls as being quite weird. The family moved further out into the Cheshire countryside, but later returned to Holmes Chapel when his mom remarried when Harry was 12. Known in the village of Holmes Chapel as being humble, cheeky, and very normal, Harry is likened by his friends, family, and associates as being a lovable rogue, with an unusual desire for obscure foods and lots of takeaways.
Yeah, he was coming a lot.
He was a very regular customer.
Yeah.
Used to see him a few times a week, yeah?
And the night time as well.
It was his usual things he had, like spring roll, cantaloupe.
Yeah, yeah.
And what did he say?
Fritters.
Yeah,
fritters. Plate of fritters at the back, actually, yeah. 2 years before he goes at X Factor. I said you should go X Factor, Harry. He said, yeah, well, you know. And two years later, like what we see now, you just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Harry used to come in and order a sausage wrap with red sauce. It's really nice. What you see is what you get. It's dead genuine. He hasn't changed, you know, all the fame and that. He's still the same person. He's just Harry. And we just all love him to bits. Everybody loves him. He was back at the weekend, so he'll always come back.
He's just a natural lad, I think. He's obviously worked hard and he's got a talent, and good luck to him. He's take the opportunities while you can. He keeps driving around in his flash new car now, so obviously he's doing something right. On the days at Harry's home, we get an invasion of youngsters coming by. Teenagers, 3-, 4-year-olds, turning up and obviously having some sweets, which is good for business, and then having souvenirs. We get a few elderly people in saying, oh, it's not for me, it's my granddaughter. We put it in a plain bag and there you are, thank you, off you go. He's very popular in the pub across the road now that he's 18 and can legally drink.
A couple of days after his 18th, he was in, yeah. He just had a lager first, and then he did. To myself and my staff, he's just a normal person, but to people who is using the pub, dining, they were like, oh yes, there's Harry Styles. But it's just Harry to me.
Music was always Harry's passion, and before the fame and success of the X Factor, Harry had set up a White Eskimo with 3 of his friends. As the band's lead singer, Harry drew inspiration and influences from his idols such as the Beatles, Coldplay, and Elvis Presley. White Eskimos went on to win a local talent competition called Battle of the Bands, but brighter lights beckoned for this talented young performer. Performing Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely, Harry auditioned for the British X Factor in 2010 and instantly received positive comments from 2 of the X Factor judges, which saw him progress to the next stage in the competition. It wasn't all rosy, though. X Factor judge Louis Walsh questioned whether Harry had what it took to progress in the competition. Rejected at boot camp as a solo artist, Harry was put into a boy band alongside Louis, Liam, Niall, and Zayn, all of whom were rejected as individual artists, but who were given an opportunity as a manufactured creation of Simon Cowell and the X Factor machine.
Yeah, we are looking forward to working with Simon. I think you always get to hear from him, and he's always on the phone giving you his opinions and stuff, so I think working even more hand-on-hand with him is going to be brilliant, because he's the pinnacle of the business, really.
Rumor has it that it was Harry who came up with the band's name, One Direction, later shortened to 1D. And all the boys agreed the name summed up their image, style, and musical direction.
I've actually partied with Harry. He's a blast. Oh my God. They're hilarious, by the way. Little Casanovas.
You had Harry, who was very excited about the fact that he knew that becoming a pop star meant he was going to have lots of girlfriends. And he wasn't wrong. All the girls in the show, there was a girl group on the show that year as well, Bellamy. And I'm pretty sure that one of the girls, I won't say her name, but that one of the girls in Bellamy and Harry were quite friendly. And there were lots of kind of, you know what, you should be over there rehearsing and you should be over there rehearsing. Come on, guys, get to work, you know. But there was lots of sort of meetings in the corridor going on. But it was sweet.
Most would swear that a dog is man's best friend. Though Harry had a dog named Max, his current 4-legged pal is a cute black and white kitty named Dusty. Harry formed a strong and instant bromance with fellow band member Louis Tomlinson, and the pair decided to share a flat together in North London shortly after leaving the show. Affectionately known by fans as Larry Stylinson, Harry and Louis' blossoming friendship started, like all of 1D's history, at the X Factor. Louis Tomlinson is from Doncaster in South Yorkshire, and is known in the band as being the practical joker. Having 4 younger sisters, Charlotte, Felicity, and twin sisters, Daisy and Phoebe, taught Louis a lot about women, saying, "Having that many sisters has definitely helped me with children. I absolutely love babies and kids." Having a relatively normal childhood, Louis attended the local comprehensive Hall Cross School, where he exercised his passion for performing arts, participating in school performances and musical productions before embarking on his X Factor adventure in 2010.
Hi, Louis.
It's quite obvious that Louis' allegiances of fans are still very much waving the Louis flag. Head of Performing Arts and Louis' former teacher, Mike Doherty, remembers Louis as being a talented individual that stood out for all the right reasons.
The first time we met him was during the auditions for Grease, and I think through his audition, through his song, there certainly was something that stood out as being kind of quite special about him in terms of his presence and his voice as well. And obviously that's why we cast him in the lead role of Danny Baldries.
Citing his musical influences from his idols such as Michael Jackson and Robbie Williams, Louis chose the Plain White T's "Hey There Delilah" number for his audition. It was enough to get him through boot camp, where he, along with his other 1D's bandmates, were rejected as solo performers. A move that saw the birth of One Direction.
Then you had Louis, who was the oldest in the group, we had styling issues with him because at the time there were the big boots with the jeans sort of tucked into the bottom, the laces all down, and the tongue sort of hanging, flopping everywhere. It was quite trendy. And he didn't want to wear those boots. You know, he had his kind of rolled up cargo pants and his, I think they're Toms, kind of like loafer slide things that he used to wear. Very, very distinctive style that was all his own, and he wanted to stick to it. So I think we just gave in the end, and we're like, okay, and Louis going to wear what he's going to wear. The others were a bit more experimental, but it turned out that in the end he was right, and it was nice to let them all go with a slightly different look instead of trying to make them all look the same.
It hasn't always been plain sailing for Louis. In 2011, Louis' parents, Joanna and Mark, announced they were getting a divorce, something the young star took very hard. However, now in One Direction with a bright future ahead, it's rare to catch Louis without a smile on his face.